Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is October 24th, 2022. And Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets are silently bullish. All right, I'm going to explain why in this live stream. Hope you had a great Monday. Apologies for the time change today. I just had a meeting that ran over quite a bit. It was a great meeting, but I just had to change the time of the live stream, and it worked out just because we didn't get much action. And I think now is when we really see some action, some motion, some movement in the markets. So let's have a look. All right, let's start off with the DXY as usual. So the DXY just gapped down. Okay, it just gapped down, but as per usual, whenever we get a gap, right, either up or down, we usually fill it. Okay. Just zooming out really quickly on the DXY. This is the main analysis, okay, that I'm having. I'm seeing this channel, right, that we'd been in for 10 or so days, right? Since the 13th, we're what, the 24th, 25th now? So we came into this channel and we put in some consolidation, reversal patterns, A/B basing. We hit the top of the channel, we met resistance, and what's really important is this right here, this move down, out, down and out, right through the channel. This is the direction of the impulse. This is the most important move here in my estimation, okay? What we have subsequent to this is a consolidation, okay? And this consolidation is happening at the base of the channel, okay? So it's as if, you know, from my read, we've broken support, we're retesting it, and we should continue, okay? So that's my read on the DXY. That was my read yesterday, and it still holds, okay? So on the hourly time frame, we're oversold, but remember, in an impulsive move, you can stay oversold or overbought. So if we're impulsive to the downside, which I believe we are, right? Meaning we're putting in 5 waves down, right? Then you can stay overbought or oversold. And in the case of the DXY right now, it would be oversold. You can stay oversold. So your smaller time frame stochastic RSI or momentum indicators can remain oversold in the case of an impulse, right? So that's what I'm seeing now. If we move and look at a higher time frame, like the 4-hourly time frame, again, you're oversold, but you're crossed bearish, okay? If you go even higher, like the 8-hour, right, you're oversold, but you haven't even bounced yet. You haven't even reached the bottom. You go a little higher, 12-hour, oversold, but again, crossed bearish. So no crossing, no bullish crosses, which is important. Then you go to the daily time frame. The momentum indicators oversold, but crossed bearish. And finally, the weekly. Actually, we're going to look at the monthly as well. Weekly, you're cross bearish, and you've got a ways to go, which is important. And finally, now the monthly, you're cross bearish, and you're still hanging out on the top there. So we've obviously been cross bearish on the monthly for quite some time. But you know, that's basically the DXY in a nutshell. I'm seeing us continue this move down, and I'm not paying attention to the momentum indicator as much, just given that I believe that this is the beginning of an impulse. So if it is the case that, you know, we're retesting the support as resistance, and then we continue the move down, okay? And that should coincide, as you know, with a positive move in Bitcoin, crypto, and the stock market, okay? So that's a DXY. That's, you know, our main cause, or what would you say? The DXY is our that's our main indicator, the market mover. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, market mover. Okay. So that's the DXY. I do expect continued move to the downside. So that is bullish, right? Why is it bullish? Because again, if the DXY is going down, Bitcoin's going up, right? Crypto is going up. And even on the smaller time frames, if you look, you see this 15-minute time frame, which is a small time frame. It shows you it's cross bearish and it hasn't bottomed yet, right? So you can see right here. Okay, and that's really bullish for crypto and really bullish for stocks. And what else is really interesting is this. Look at this. What's that? That is a head and shoulders pattern. That is a bearish pattern, which is at support. So if we don't turn around now, okay? If we don't turn around now and we break this support, we move down the height of this head and shoulders, which is about, this distance, right? So this is what I'm expecting in the immediate short term. So again, market mover, the DXY is bearish right now, okay? And again, before even getting into this head and shoulders pattern, you've initiated an impulse. So if you want to say that this is an intra-wave correction, a likelihood is that you continue your previous impulse, okay, your previous trend. So you typically see this in markets, right? Trend, consolidation, trend, okay? So that's what I'm seeing on the DXY, and this is why I believe the Bitcoin and the crypto markets are bullish. Okay, so now let's go to actually Bitcoin dominance. Okay, let's do Bitcoin dominance next. So Bitcoin dominance is showing you something really, really interesting. And again, Bitcoin dominance, for those who don't know, is an indication of Bitcoin's strength vis-a-vis the entire cryptocurrency market cap. Okay, so if Bitcoin dominance is high, that means Bitcoin comprises a large percentage of the entire cryptocurrency market cap, and that usually happens when Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market is dumping. Bitcoin just dumps less, okay? And so the cryptocurrency market cap decreases, but Bitcoin decreases less than it. The entire cryptocurrency market cap decreases, so Bitcoin dominance as a result increases, okay? However, in a converse manner, when Bitcoin is increasing and in a bull market, other assets in the cryptocurrency space, like altcoins, right, they go up more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's always a conservative mover, either up or down, right? It's the king coin. It has the largest market cap, so it moves less in a less volatile manner. But again, when the market's going up, Bitcoin rises less and altcoins rise more. That causes Bitcoin dominance to decrease, okay? So essentially what I'm trying to say is Bitcoin dominance dumping is a really good sign for a pump in the entire cryptocurrency market, okay? Again, Bitcoin dominance dumping is a great sign for a pump in the entire cryptocurrency market because Bitcoin is only about 40% or less of the entire cryptocurrency market. That means Bitcoin dominance decreasing means other assets are increasing in value against Bitcoin. That's what we want to see. And here again, you have a trend, consolidation. Expect the trend to continue. Even more, if you zoom out, let's zoom out on the hourly, or actually let's zoom out on the 4 hourly. Even more, you have this rising wedge that I've been showing you guys, and we just broke down from it, testing again, just like what you see in the DXY. You're testing resistance, or sorry, you're testing support that you just broke as new resistance, and then you're continuing. You can't really see that on the higher time frames. Let's go back to the hourly. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. So you broke support, retesting that support as resistance, and then you continue. Again, that is a great sign for a pump. That is a great sign for a bullish cryptocurrency market. That's silent bullishness. This is a huge indicator, okay? A lot easier than trying to read complex corrective price action, but here you can just see a very clear pattern. A nice big rising wedge of many days breaking down towards the apex and yielding, right, some falling Bitcoin dominance. Our indicators, our momentum indicator is showing as much, right? On the hourly time frame, we're completely overbought. On the 4-hourly time frame, we're oversold. Let's see on the daily. Oversold but cross bearish. Weekly, completely overbought. Monthly, completely overbought. So you can see the larger trends, right? If you go on the higher time frames, you can see that Bitcoin dominance is relatively high and needs to come down, okay? On the monthly, it's high, it's in overbought territory. On the weekly, it's high, it's in overbought territory, right? So this tells you exactly what you can expect as a trend moving forward on the high time frame. That's that simple, okay? So that's Bitcoin dominance. We did Bitcoin dominance. We've done the DXY, right? Two very important indicators. Now let's just look at the market, right? Let's look at Bitcoin itself. Okay. So first thing I want to note, or first thing I want to point out is just look at the market. Look at the watch list, right? We just turned the page on the day, right? So the daily candle just opened because it just passed 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what you'll notice is Bitcoin's in the red, Ethereum's in the red, right? The two largest assets by market cap are in the red, but what do you perceive? Pretty much everything else is in the green, okay? And decently so. Look at this. Ravane just started pumping. This is exactly what we just saw in the dominance. Do you understand? When the dominance falls, this is exactly what I said. That means assets besides Bitcoin are rising against Bitcoin. This is exactly what this watch list is showing us, right? Reserve rights, right? Going to the upside. It's starting to pump. VRA starting to pump. Synthetics starting to pump, right? Reserve rights we already saw. Polkadot starting to pump. Cardano starting to pump, right? Nothing's really gone crazy yet, but ooh, Algorand starting to pump. Okay, so this is what you want to see. Let's look at Algorand, for instance. And guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. I don't know anybody who's breaking it down, looking at Bitcoin dominance regularly and sort of with as much detail and bringing it all together, right? It's just one story, looking at it from different angles. So Bitcoin dominance, looking at the DXY as well as the assets themselves. If it makes sense to you and you appreciate that breakdown, then definitely like, share, and subscribe. What I want to show you is actually I want the 4-hourly time frame. Okay, let's go in the hourly time frame. Okay, look at what's breaking out here. Okay, this is Algorand, for instance. Okay, okay, I can do better. That's a little better. Let's just put a line in there. That's bestest, okay? So that is an inverse head and shoulders breaking out, okay? That's really good. That should yield a minimum move of the height, right, of this inverse head and shoulders to the upside. Breaking out from the neckline is confirmation. Okay? Breaking out from the neckline is confirmation. And, some will say you want to close a significant candle above that neckline. So, like, if you're looking at this on the hourly time frame, you probably want to close an hourly candle above that neckline. If that happens, then that's a confirmed breakout. And once you get that, you're looking for that next target. Okay, so this is happening, right? And remember, how does the cryptocurrency market work? You typically don't get breakouts or moves in one asset without the rest of the market following suit. Okay, so for instance, if Algorand's breaking out, do you think Bitcoin's going to all of a sudden dump? It typically doesn't work that way. Everything typically goes in the same way, right? More or less, by and large. And but not necessarily all at the same time or to the same level or degree of intensity. So this is what we're looking at right here. We're looking at a break of a major consolidation of a major bullish pattern, and that target's all the way up here, I believe, right? Let's see. I know we're starting with some altcoins and not Bitcoin, but we're going to get to Bitcoin in a second. Don't you worry. But the reason we're looking at altcoins right now and not Bitcoin is just because I'm emphasizing the idea of alt season. I'm emphasizing the idea of alts leading the charge, okay? Given that falling Bitcoin dominance. And it looks like this is the target up here, right? So you're going to come up here and form another bullish pattern, which is a W pattern. Consolidate, probably come down and then go back up, and then continue. So let's look at the VRVP. They changed the name for that. It used to be called the VPVR. It's just such a silly name. VRVP. It doesn't roll off the tongue like VPVR. VPVR. Yeah, so this is the target right here. Okay. And again, as I said yesterday, this is what you expect in a bull run. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Do not get fooled or confused by price retracing. Okay? We're going to look at Bitcoin now. Speaking of retracement. Okay, that's a great segue. So, I am not on social media a ton. Although I have it. It's just I've been busy since we last spoke on the live stream yesterday. So I don't know what people reacted to or how people reacted to the price action necessarily. But I'll say this much. There are a lot of people who must have thought that this breakout, this big breakout, again, big breakout because of what it means, not necessarily because of the amount that it moved. This breakout was completely null and void with this retracement, and that's a big mistake. Okay? Don't be fooled by retracements. Now look at this price action in context. Okay? Context is very important. You have an impulse here, and you have a bull flag here. Very clear. Okay? And then you have a breakout. That breakout is everything. Even though you break out to retest the broken resistance, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a fake out. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a failed breakout. It's just a retest of resistance. As long as you hold this support, right, you are eventually going to continue and you're going to complete this move. Right? So that's all there is. Nothing goes in a straight line. Okay? Don't be confused. Look at the larger move, okay? And again, if it's a bull flag, it's a 1-to-1. You're looking for this move over here. That's it. Nothing's changed as long as you hold this support, right? And keep with your principles. You break resistance, important resistance, and this has been important resistance, right? Because it was resistance here, and you finally broke it on the third try. Third time's a charm. That took you all of 9 days. It took you all of 9 days to break, okay? So it's not out of the ordinary. If you continued, okay, sure. But if you see a retest of resistance as support, that is not out of the ordinary. That's normal behavior. And now you should expect a continuation of some sort, okay? And that's exactly what you got. You got this move right here coming out, and then you have a 3-wave move, retesting this as support, and now you should just expect for it to go up on its own time, okay? Now, also looking at this in another way, just, let's hide this for a second. I just want you guys to look at this in a different way. How do I hide this? Okay, let's look at it like this. What's that? Maybe I'm not drawing that well. Right? Do you see that? You can say it's a cup and handle, or you can say it's an inverse head and shoulders. It's an inverse head and shoulders that you're forming. If you come, just because you form your right shoulder, right, doesn't mean you're breaking market structure. It doesn't mean that you're breaking down. This is what we typically see. We see head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders all the time. Those are bullish reversal patterns. Those are bullish patterns. So I hope people didn't freak out when price came all the way back and tested resistance as support, right? And we said in yesterday's analysis that we should expect a pullback of some sort before we experience continuation. And that's exactly what we got. This pullback in 3 waves and then continuation. Boom. It's just that Bitcoin is not as far ahead as some other assets like Algorand, for instance, that is already off to the races, okay? And, I personally got in that Algorand trade with you guys on stream yesterday. And, yeah, I got pulled back on, but I'm still in that trade, and that trade's doing very well, all right? So it's not always going in a straight line, right? I thought yesterday, for instance, when I got in the trade, that we were going to break this 1, 2, 3 right here, but it took another move, and essentially what you got is you got 5 waves up and 3 waves down before continuation. Okay, so now that we saw Bitcoin, and again, you're still looking for that 1-to-1 move, so your target has not yet been met. The high probable target for this move to the upside for Bitcoin, okay, before a major retracement. And what we experienced yesterday was not a major retracement, okay? But before a major retracement, you should expect 20,500 thereabouts, okay? I don't know if we're going to pass that or go a little bit below that, but thereabouts. Okay, let's turn on the VRVP again. Go on the 4-hourly time frame and see if we can't. Yeah, that's pretty much at the top of all this price action here. You guys see that? Let's do that again. Something like that. Okay, up on the top here. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Let's go down the list, shall we? Again, you've done nothing but retest important resistance as support, okay? So in Cardano, for instance, you came down on this side and you came up in the same way on this side. Yesterday, you broke that resistance right here, and then you retested it as support. Now you are off on your merry way. These are really bullish moves. Really bullish moves. And in the context of our larger analysis, guys, of the of Bitcoin dominance breaking down, right? Of the DXY breaking down. In context of all of that, these are buy times, all right? Not financial advice, right? You always have to make that decision. There's always a risk involved. But I bought yesterday in front of you. I bought Algorand, and then I also opened a position in a new position in XRP because I perceived a move to be close given a number of factors. Never 100%, but you know, I do the calculus in front of you, right? Because of X, Y, and Z, I think that a move is likely, right? And this is why I'm saying the market is silently bullish. It's silently bullish. A lot of people think the only ways to get big moves is after a big dump and then you get a V-shaped recovery. No, that's not it, right? For example, how did you move up here? After a lot of consolidation, not that much volatility, and then you all of a sudden got that big move, relatively big. Okay, relatively big. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's see any comments. Nice hash. Login says bullish smiley face. Indeed, my friend. All right, so polka dot, quite bullish. Again, we came up, and I would say this was more of a three-wave move, and then you came down to give a flat correction, and then another flat correction and continuation. Okay. Whoops. Again, if you take your Fibonacci retracement tool from the orthodox bottom of that three-wave move, let's see, where would it be? Maybe from here. Right here. I think it ends right here. Okay, so I'm basically pulling this as my A wave, this B wave, A, B, boom, something like that. Yeah. In any case, it's a series of corrective patterns, making a rounded bottom at a macro support, right? It was macro support here. It's macro support here again. Yeah. It's, buy on support, sell at resistance. I did not open any new positions in Polkadot, but you can see this is a likely point of reversal, a likely point of, let's go on the higher time frames to really see. Yeah, this is likely point of reversal, right? This is as support bottom as you can get, right? All of this is 160 plus days of consolidation reversal, right? So you're on support here, buy, and it's not super surprising that you get a move up from here, right? Ethereum, same thing, we're at support, right? Not super surprising. Obviously, if you're getting into these high leverage positions like I did yesterday, you have to be a little more precise. You can't be on the daily time frame unless, well, yeah, you can't really be on the daily time frame. You have to get a little more precise, or else you get stopped out. So yeah, on the hourly time frame, just like I said with a few previous assets, you broke major resistance yesterday, right here. Okay, what was the major resistance? The major resistance was right here. Right here. So you broke it. You broke it yesterday, retested as support, continue. Okay, always break, retest, continuation. Break, retest, continuation. Right. A lot of things we overcomplicate in trading, right? Oh, we talk about all these different wave patterns and corrective patterns and Elliott wave and organ analysis, the angles and the days and all that shit. Support and resistance, breakouts, it's real simple. There's a few principles you consistently see. Breakout, retest, continuation. Breakdown, retest, continuation, right? We saw the breakdown, retest, continuation when we're looking at both Bitcoin dominance and the DXY, right? Breakdown, breakdown, retest, right? If you extend, let's just do that right here. If you extend this right here, you see what I'm talking about. Breakdown, retest of support, broken support as resistance, continuation. Breakdown, retest, continuation. Breakout, retest, continuation. Same with the Bitcoin dominance, right? As I showed on the smaller time frames. Right here. Breakdown, retest, continuation. Okay, you see that crossing bullish and overbought territory. That's what you want to see if you're a bull. That's what you want to see if you're invested in altcoins and you think that a bull market is coming. You do not get that in a bear market. Okay, that is not bear market behavior. Reserve rights, bullish at support. Okay, even though the support slants, you should recognize support here. Bullish at support, you put in a corrective pattern, counter corrective pattern, corrective pattern, counter corrective pattern, or you could say that this is one corrective pattern and then a composed counter corrective pattern. So your next move is up, even if it's a second degree of corrective patterns, or more than likely a breakout, given that your first degree of corrective and counter corrective patterns happened over here already. That's reserve rights. Synthetics, it's a little trickier. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little trouble reading this one. But again, I always defer to the main trend. Okay, so what's Bitcoin doing? What's the DXY doing? What's Bitcoin dominance doing? To get an idea. But this is, to me, you put in your zigzag, your 535. This is a great example of a 535 zigzag move, an ABC correction. And what you did after that is you use this as an A wave. So this move right here to the upside is your A wave, and this is here. Let's measure this out before I misspeak. Is it here? No, it's all the way here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it. I was correct. This is so in this 535. You take this as another A wave, and this is a composed B wave, and then from there you put in some consolidation reversal before moving up. That's tricky as hell. I'm not gonna lie. It's not straightforward read. This I've shown to be very simply a kind of a bull flag. That's your flagpole. This is your falling wedge, continuation upon breaking of that resistance, right? Something like that. Upon breaking that resistance, you just continue, and you're looking for a one-to-one move. So yeah, VRA's just kind of been hanging out in that flag. Zilica is broken out. So if you go on the smaller time frames, you can see you broke this resistance right here. So do expect some continuation. Maybe you come back down and retest it on a smaller time frame before continuing. So don't be too nervous if you kind of hang out here, because you're just breaking You're just retesting resistance as support, right? So don't be surprised if you see that. The momentum indicator is showing that you're still got a lot of runway. Okay. Ravane, jeez. This fucking coin. Oh man. Let's go on the higher time frames. I can't with this asset. Oh man. It's so volatile. It's so volatile. I'm just like, I would never trade something like this on a small time frame, with leverage or anything like that. It's absolutely mad. But yeah, you can see here, this is just literally at the extreme support of a massive consolidation reversal channel that you've been in for 160 days. On the high time frame, right? But you just put in a move and a counter move. Let's go on the smaller time frame. Yeah, there we go. You can see it more clearly here. So it looks like you put in it's so hard to see even on the 15-minute time frame. You see this charts, there's certain things that are hard to chart given the way the asset moves. There's enough data here, but just barely, and it moves so in such a volatile manner. It's really hard to read, as you can see. So this is why I always skip it. Not because I'm lazy. It's just I think it's more trouble than it's worth. I am invested in it. It's on the watch list, but this is a spot investment, okay? And I'm happy it is. Every day I see it trade, I'm happy it's a spot investment. I'm not worried about it. It's just a waiting game until it hits my high time frame targets. Kadena. Okay, what I want, let's see. I'm trying to see the larger, let's zoom out a bit. And guys, if you have anything you want me to look at, just let me know in the chat. Or else I'm just going to go through the watch list and then call it a stream. Let's just peek into the DXY. Whoops. So it looks like the DXY is bouncing from here. Again, I'm never surprised after you put in a gap, right? After you gap up or gap down, that you fill it before you continue. Okay, it looks like we're coming up slightly, but we'll see. Maybe we just leave it. Sometimes it's left. Alright. Okay, back to the altcoins, back to Kadena. Okay, looks like we're getting a breakout here. I'm trying to read this. Okay, got it. So I would read just this portion right here, right? A wave, B wave. Initial break of structure targeting wave 4 of the previous trend. Subsequent B wave. Another A wave, and then a composed B wave. Pivot and a breakout. That's how I'm reading this, okay? And this entire move right here is a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern, okay? I think this is confirmed after we break this area right here, and we're not there yet. We're kind of still moving up, matriculating up. Okay, Litecoin. Litecoin did, you know, what Bitcoin and a lot of other assets are doing. It broke major resistance, right, yesterday. So it put in this really bullish move, right? This type of W pattern or double bottom, right, inverse head and shoulders or variation thereof, broke out, retested the neckline, consolidated, and now is poised to continue to the upside. So this is very bullish. Testing old resistance as support is very bullish. That's one of the most bullish things that you can do. But I call that a silently bullish move. And silently bullish moves are not for amateurs. Amateurs think that just going up and pumping and, making higher highs and, rising fast is bullish. That's one version of bullishness, but it's not actually a very practical version of bullishness, because when, for instance, Shiba Inu starts pumping and making higher highs, like, where do you enter? And a lot of times people get burned because there's no good entries on those coins. This is your perfect entry. When you retest support and you continue the move, that is the perfect, as good of an entry as you can get. All right, there's no such thing as a perfect anything in trading, but that's as good as an entry as you can get, because you're buying support. Okay, so you're reducing risk, downside risk, and then you're continuing the move up, down, up. That's great. So this is what Litecoin's doing, right? Just basic support and resistance. Not everything has to be a complex read of corrective waves or anything like that. Here again, Dogecoin, what do you see? I see a massive consolidation, double bottoming, kind of like what you saw in Litecoin. Okay, so break of this resistance is confirmation. Up until now, we haven't been able to break it, but breaking it, retesting it, and continuing confirms that. Okay, Dodo. So Dodo just did something very bullish. What am I talking about? Look at this right here. Very clear resistance. Broken, retested. As long as we hold this and we continue, that is very bullish. Okay, and obviously I just free-handed that, but if you want to get more precise, you can see here, this is the support. This is the previous resistance that's now being retested as support. That's very bullish. And again, you buy those moves, retests of support, those are some of the best breakout buys. And I know in a bull market, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people, crypto people, they like to be breakout traders, right? It's relatively easy. I mean, you can win quite decently well just trading this strategy, waiting for breaks of resistance and then buying the retest, and then once in a while you lose, but more often than not you win. It's not a strategy I necessarily employ, because I like to really consider all the rest of the context, count my Elliott waves and all that stuff. But, a lot of people do it. Okay, XRP. What is XRP doing? So XRP is one of those that had been up quite a bit, for quite a while. If you go on the higher time frames, you'll see what I'm talking about. Right? This massive 160-day channel was broken first by XRP. Well, maybe not first, but one of the first to break. Let me just draw it out or put it in. One of the very first to break its parallel channel of consolidation. And what's happened, and this is daily time frame, we broke it. Same concept again, guys. You break and you retest. So as you can see here, we broke all the way back in September, and we retested in 3 waves, which is what you should expect to do. Now, after this retest, let's get even more specific here. How we retested it. We retested it with a flat correction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, everything that comes after this is consolidation reversal. Okay? Everything that comes after this is consolidation reversal. Unless, let's see. Okay, I do believe everything after this is consolidation reversal. Or it's possible that this impulse right here is a WXY. Okay? A zigzag. That's possible. And now you're putting in your consolidation reversal here. Okay, either way, what's important, just, using support and resistance, is that you're retesting old resistance as new support. And every single time you come down here, you find support, you find support. That's exactly what you want to see. And so if you're trading this, not financial advice, you probably want to hide your stops down here beyond this area. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for XRP. Let's go on the smaller time frame and see what's going on. So you're kind of oversold on the daily time frame. So large time frame, you're expecting a move. Let's see, on the 4-hourly time frame, you're also oversold, expecting a move. Smaller time frame, like the hourly time frame, also you're oversold, expecting a move. And here's what I'm seeing on the small time frames. So relatively small time frame, the hourly time frame, I'm seeing that you put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. It's either you put in 5 waves or you put in 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. Let me figure that out. Let's figure that out. I say that we put in 5 waves. Fuck. I say we put in 3 waves. Yeah, I say we put in 3 waves. I think this is a 3-wave move right here. Something like this. Whoops. Oh man, this magnet. Okay. No, this is a 5-wave move. And this is a 5-wave move starting from here, I think. It's hard to say. Okay, I want to say this is a 5-wave move starting from here. And so, when it's all said and done, you're probably going to come down with this 3-wave move and consolidation reversal. You're going to come down to this region right here to fulfill that 535 continuation. So that's my read. That's my read on XRP. Algorand. You already broke that resistance as I discussed. So expect to retest in some way, shape, or form and continue. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful. Hope that was useful. Definitely like, share, subscribe if you got value, and have a great rest of your evening. Hope you're all well positioned to take advantage of this next big move. Silently bullish. It's bullish for those of you that can tell what's bullish, right? Bullish is retesting old resistance as new support. Bullish is making higher highs in a sustainable way, right? With intra-wave corrections. If it's fast, it won't last. If it's slow, let it grow. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. All right, that's it for me, guys. Bye.